Well, I'm not gonna lie. This has been a topic that I've kept under wraps for a very long time because, well, it's just been something I feel like I've avoided talking about. But that all changes today. So let's just get down to the bare bones of this topic right now. Breakups suck. Breakups are some of the worst feelings we can ever have when it comes to all the things we experience in this crazy world, from death of a loved one to a tragedy. Albeit those things are much more severe, heartbreak can absolutely crush anyone under the right circumstances. I would know I was one of them. I'll elaborate more on that further along, but in this video, I don't want to only talk about breakups, but I want to also give you all some advice as well that might be able to help anyone out there that's also dealing with a breakup. So let's get started. In this video, I have spaced out the scenarios that we usually go through in 4 parts. The pre-breakup phase, post-breakup phase, the inner conflict phase, and the acceptance phase. Each of these I will explain further with detail. So, let's start with number 1. So, what is the pre-breakup phase, you're asking? Well, it's not when the breakup has started. It is that essential first time you find yourself in a situation where, for the first time, you question the relationship you're in. It's the first thing we experience before we begin to go through any sort of path. It's usually not likely that things are perfect and it all just ends right then and there. There is usually signs of these kinds of things, and when you find yourself in a moment where you ask yourself, is this person right for me? You find yourself in this phase. Now, this can extend from a terrible argument over nothing to questionable actions being performed by you or your significant other that can trigger this phase. But regardless, this is the point of reference where you have choices to either address these feelings or ignore them. Communication is essential for any relationship, and remember, a proper relationship is 50-50, and without that balance, it becomes an imbalance of feelings and uncertainties. So always talk to each other if things feel off. Keeping your thoughts and feelings to yourself only hurt you both, and it requires that connection to keep things going. However, if things don't seem to be going so swell, even with that communication factor, leads me into the next phase of breakups, which is the post-breakup phase. Things are now said and done. Whether you both mutually agreed this relationship isn't going to work out for either of you anymore, or you both had a terrible falling out with each other, regardless, you're both now broken up, and the chances of that being fixed are slim to none, which begins the second phase of the post-breakup. This phase is specifically time-based because it happens initially after the breakup. This is the time where you are either an emotional wreck or you're trying to convince yourself that this is for the better and try to move on. Maybe you'll be incredibly depressed for a while. Maybe you'll go out with friends and try to move on. But regardless, to whatever way you work this out with yourself, you should never do it alone. Guys and girls handle breakups in different ways, as do most people, but in a weird study, I have progressively witnessed over the years that usually girls get their emotions out much faster than guys, which gets them to usually move on sooner than men, while men keep their feelings to themselves, which ultimately makes things harder for us guys. Granted, I'm not speaking for all guys and girls out there, but it's certainly a lot more common than you think. Another thing a lot of people might do as well is, after shortly breaking up with somebody, they think it's better to find someone else as soon as they can to move on from the breakup, but I can assure you that this is a terrible idea.
I don't like where this is going.
You need time to get over the person you were with and to recognize the situation. Avoiding it and covering it up with false interpretations is only going to make this process much harder for you. So let's move on to the third phase, the inner conflict phase. Jeez, I sound like a spokesperson for FaZe Clan. Join our clan, the FaZe Clan! In the inner conflict phase, you've recognized that the relationship is now over, however, you are now in a position where you need to build on yourself again. A lot of people after a relationship are broken inside and have forgotten what it's like to be single again, which causes a lot of depression, anxiety, and an overall feeling of despair. However, the best part of this phase is that this is the beginning of your healing process. This is the time where you truly need to love yourself and take care of your physical and mental well-being. Surround yourself with friends, but don't avoid your feelings. I remember during my hard times, I would always be sure to look after myself by going to the gym and trying my best not to be so hard on myself. Sure, I feel down at times like we all do, but that's just a part of life. It is within this part of the initial breakup where you eventually overcome these terrible feelings and build up your self-esteem once again so that you are able to carry on into the next and final phase, the acceptance phase. It has been a long, steep mountain to climb, but you finally have made it to the top. Congratulations! You've survived the heavy heartbreak, you grew as a person, and you've overcome your hardships. It is in this phase where you are now able to carry on with your life with your head high and continue on your path to world domination. Sorry. With a clear head now, you can go out and do all the things you wanted to do with passion again. Maybe get back into art. Treat yourself to a nice dinner and actually enjoy it. Be with friends and have a good time. The possibilities are endless. It is also now where you can feel comfortable with meeting new people and maybe find love again. Trust me when I say it's a mistake to try and dive back into love with another person shortly after breakup. It's not a genuine feeling and you will regret it. However, when the time is right, and you'll know it, you'll find love again. And there you have it. To conclude all of this, that is my guide on how to deal with breakups. Even if these steps weren't the most helpful for you, remember that we all handle our problems in our own ways, and that you will eventually be happy with life again after your heartbreak, and you'll be a stronger person. But with that all being said, I do hope this video was somewhat helpful, and you find love again soon. So good luck with everything, and if you do find these tips helpful, be sure to let me know. Hey guys, so I just wanted to quickly do a bit of an update at the end of this video. I have a few things I'd like to talk about, and I would love for you to stick around to take a listen. It would mean a lot, especially if you enjoy my content and want to continue to see me here on YouTube, because guys, unfortunately, YouTube is becoming more and more of a difficult struggle. And, you know, when it comes to the fact that this is not only my passion, but my job, and, you know, income has been getting lower and lower, and like this is my livelihood, like this is my life, and without making, you know, a proper income and I guess doing well on YouTube, I can't do YouTube anymore. So I just more or less wanted to ask you guys, and no, I'm not asking you to give me money. I'm not like, yo, give me your money. No. Honestly guys, if anything, I would just really love for you to just continue doing what you do, continue supporting me, follow me on my social media if you haven't already, and I'm also really jumping into Twitch a lot more. I feel like I haven't promoted this enough, but guys, down in the description, I probably have pinned the comment as well. I have been doing a lot of live streaming. I've been on Twitch a lot, and it has been incredible. I have really enjoyed just playing games and chatting with you guys and getting the chance to talk about you guys, about anything really. And I would absolutely love to have you guys, my friends, my fans, my followers, this community, the TheFearRaiser community, to join me beyond YouTube, to follow me on my social medias, to follow me over on Twitch, and who knows? I just thought I would throw that out there, guys. It would really mean a lot to me. I would really love your support, and if anything, if there was ever a time I needed support, it would be now. But either way, guys, I'm still gonna keep striving to upload as much content as I can, because I know I keep saying I want to upload a ton of content. So I will try my very best to continue to do so, try to upload a couple of times a week, and I will be as active as I can on every other platform. But either way, guys, thank you again for doing what you do. Thank you for being an incredible fan, a friend of mine, just somebody in my life. You are each and every one of you. You listening to this video right now, you are very special to me in my heart and in my life, and I would love to have you stick around for the incredible things to come on this channel. Either way, guys, thank you for taking the time to listen to this little message, and I hope you have a fantastic freaking day. You are awesome. Don't forget that. And if you went through a breakup or anything like that, such as myself, things will get better. And you're not alone. These things happen, but you'll find love again. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!